I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world innately calls Jesus the Christ. And double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. Mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth in the same Spirit, teaching this word and believing this word, but willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere. And Shalom to the Akwath Yom that are believers of this faith and this truth, Lord, willing that you can continue to pursue your life, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. The title of this lesson is What a Great Day It Shall Be. What a great day. This is Amos, the 9th chapter, in verse 1 all the way to 10. It says, I saw Yahweh Shai standing upon the altar. He said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Even more, we know, Lord willing, you're seeing and watching Esau is creating certain, tools, vehicles that they can go and have a space station because they're getting ready. The devil only has a short time, and he knows what's going to come, starting with the elite. Verse 3, it says, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Hey, that could be the Leviathan. Esau is creating certain places where they're going to try to hide, even in mountains. In Isaiah, the 2nd chapter. How much more Jake that think that he has money, what is he going to do? Verse 4, it says, though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set my eyes upon them for evil, and not for good. In Yahweh Shai power of hosts is he that toucheth the land, and it shall melt, and all that dwell therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up wailing like a flood, and shall be drowned as by the flood of Egypt. It is he that buildeth his stories in the heaven, and hath founded his troop in the earth. He that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. Yahweh Shai is his name. Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Saith Yahweh Shai, have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt, and the Philistines from Kaphatar, and the Syrians from Ker? Behold, the eyes of Yahweh Shai power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Shai. The Lord is going to destroy America and Israel. Israel is going to be rebuilt, but America is going to be totally destroyed. And he's not going to totally destroy the house of Jacob, because he left a remnant that still is going to remain faithful unto him. Verse 9, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Would say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Right? The Lord is going to plead with all flesh when we look at Isaiah, the 66th chapter. I want to get a side precept if I can. First Peter, the 4th chapter. We should be trembling at the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is why every day you make your call and election sure, because you want to be of the righteous that get beamed. This is First Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? Right? And this is first talking about the ones that is in this truth, that could be saying the name of the Lord, probably partial doing this truth, right? Judgment is going to happen at the house of Israel, starting with the ones in the faith and the ones that's not of the faith, right? Your mother, your father, your cousin, your uncles, right? I was just reading, 2 Corinthians, the 6th chapter. We shouldn't be around people that we're unequally yoked around, which are unbelievers. We're supposed to be around certain people to shine our light, and they have to gravitate to it, right? Like you see a light, you put sunglasses on, or you put your hand in front of you because the light is bright. And some of us cleave to it. We like that sunshine. Some of us want to be outside all the dang time. But when it comes to this faith, it's very attractive. If you're not coming to the smell, you're not a part of this, And the Lord is marking those. That's not serious. This is Psalms chapter 11 and verse 4 to 7. It says, Yahweh Shema Shai is in the holy temple. Who is the temple of the Lord? Us, starting with the elect. It says, the Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. Yahweh Shema Shai trieth the righteous, the wicked, and him that loveth violence. His soul hateth. The Lord is trying the righteous as gold through the fire. Verse 6, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, traps, fire, brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup, right? And part of that brimstone, that fire, those tempests, is the ICBM missiles, those nukes, which we see on the screen as being arrows. Verse 7, for the righteous Lord loveth righteousness. His accountants doeth behold the upright, right? So the Lord loveth righteousness. Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai are in every place, beholding the evil in the good, right? That's why it shows in Amos 9, the Lord's eyes upon the sinful kingdom. When we look at the people and not the place, Israel is a sinful kingdom, right? When we look at the southern and northern kingdom, but only a remnant, a few remain that is faithful. Just like when the Lord told Elijah wasn't the only faithful servant of the Lord. He still had a remnant, which was 7,000 that didn't bow to Baal or Baal, right? So the Lord has that remnant, and even more, the Lord is looking at the sinful kingdom, which is the head of the earth, which is daughter of Babylon, virgin daughter Babylon, virgin as in being and never been touched, And the elect is going to be saved out of this whore, right? Because the Lord is watching. The Lord is observing. The Lord knows who his sheep is, right? Because the sheep knows his voice, right? So this is Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues, right? The destruction that's going to come on America. Genesis chapter 19, verse 12 to 13, it says, the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them which is waxing great before the face of Yahweh Shem Shai, and the Lord have sent us to destroy it. So when we read in Revelations 8 and 4, where it says, come out of her, right? This is not talking about leaving Babylon, getting on a plane or a damn boat, right? First, we have to come out of here spiritually and mentally. So when Yahweh Shai come, which we're going to get these precepts, we're going to be ready for that physical deliverance, because Lot was getting a physical deliverance by getting taken out, while the angels had to come and grab his arm and his wife and his daughters and bring them out, you know? But his wife looked back, so she really wasn't saved, right? But let's keep going. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith Yahweh Shem Shai, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. How is the Lord going to know if you're touching on? Because he's watching. He's observing the sinful kingdoms. He know where his people are at 4 corners of the earth, right? Only the righteous is going to inherit the kingdom of heaven, right? So we have to be separate from wherever we are at, spiritually and mentally, so that we can obtain that physical deliverance, like in the book of 2 Kings, how Elijah got beamed up, how Yahweh Shai, how Enoch got beamed up, right? We want that physical deliverance, right? This is 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 10 to 12. It says, and he said, thou hast asked a hard thing, nevertheless. If thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire. This is going into that deliverance. What is it going to be? How is it going to look? It's going to be a chariot of fire and horses of fire, which is that power from Yahweh Shem Shai, imparted them both asunder, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, right? You have to be a descendant of Jacob, right, from the 12 tribes of Israel to get in the chariot of Israel. That is the sign. In the horsemen thereof, and he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes, and he rent them into 2 pieces. Revelations 18 and 4 again. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. When you go later on in Revelation, the 18th chapter, it says that this Babylon is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. How are we going to get out of here in 1 hour? As the elect, which is a beautiful small number, right? It's going to be by the chariots of the Heavenly Father, which is the chariots of Israel, right? Horsemen, right? These are the chariots where the world is calling UFOs or UAPs or orbs, right? They're going to come like a whirlwind. This is Matthew 24, verse 30. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, right? Because I know it'd be some side people that watch these videos and see these images. This is not Yahushua, right? This is not what he's going to look like. Yes, it's a picture that can depict, it'd be a depiction of his image or the Heavenly Father, but this is not him, right? They whitewash and use forgery, which is in, I think, Job the 13th chapter, use forgery of images on the earth. We're using images that depict what the prophets, the disciples, the apostles, and Yahushua, what they would look like, right? But not an actual image of them, right? This is to motivate you. But it just said that Yahushua is going to come, he's going to come, so like the Son of Man coming in the clouds, right? Those are going to be chariots. You don't, this is a face with a hand, right? Because this is just an image. But what we read in the scriptures, you're going to come with the clouds, with the chariots of the Lord, right? With the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. He's going to come with thousands and thousands, right? It's going to be a beautiful sight to see. And the whole Sky is going to be blacked out. You ain't going to be able to see, because second Ezra, the 13th chapter, Yahweh Shai is going to be riding on a big mountain, on a big cloud, where you're not going to be able to see the end of a region, right? Like Independence Day. But the thought of it, our imagination can only go so far, right? But when we read it in the scriptures, it's going to be a terrifying sight to see a chariot, to see all these chariots just pop up. Because what did it say above in verse 30? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, right? Because it's going to be a strange view. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, verse 1 and 2, is going to be a strange salvation for the elect, for the descendants of Jacob. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. He's not going to meet us like a man. He's going to come with great power and glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together the elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. How is that going to look like? They're going to be riding in chariots in different size and different shapes. Those are going to be that whirlwind, right? Those chariots of Israel. And they're going to be getting the men, the women, and the children, right? Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God have remember her iniquities. Talk about daughter Babylon. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. Right? So she has to get double. Right? This nation, right, starting with Esau, this place, because it starts with the people before the place. It's the people that afflicted us and did the things that they did, not the place. So it's the people that are going to get double. Psalms 137 verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, right? When you go into the history, who is the second Babylon? Rome. And America is the reflection of Rome, which is Rome 2.0 after the Renaissance. And one of the elders was saying, you got to understand, look how long it took for America to establish itself in the time we in now, right? From 1776 is when America was actually established, after, they had that independence, Declaration of Independence, all the way till 2025, which is 249 years. It took 249 years for them to get to this peak where they're at right now. So, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. The Lord is going to be happy what he's going to do unto you, because vengeance is of Yahweh Shema Shai. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 5, all the way to verse 16, it says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood? This is a question. Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? Right? I forgot what is it called, where they have the chariots. Not the chariots, Salaki, where they have the missiles. It was just right on my tongue. Somebody in the comment section might put it up. I forgot. It's right on my tongue. It says, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. What is Esau and other countries, starting with Russia and other nations? What are they doing? They're practicing their aim, right? Because these missiles are going to be a continent missile, and they're not going to defer away from their target. They're going to hit the mark, and they're not going to reverse and go back into their silo. I think it's called silos, I believe. Again, somebody in the comment section, Lord willing, will put it in there. Verse 15, it says, the fire is kindled, it shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. You see in the picture, it shows a reflection of arrows. Our forefathers they didn't have the understanding at that time. The Lord blessed us where knowledge is increasing, and this time we're able to know that these are missiles, right? ICBM missiles, continental ballistic missiles, right? So this is Revelations chapter 18, verse 17. I quoted earlier to 19. It says, "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, and saying, at last, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate." It took 250. If we consume it all together, 599 years for America to be established the way it is. And it's going to take the Lord 60 minutes to destroy this. What did the Lord say in Malachi, the 1st chapter? Esau shall build, but I will tear down. And it took this man 599, but really, from 1776 to where we at now, 449 years. But, to add it all together, 599 years to establish where we at right now. And the Lord just needs 60 minutes. You puny, you're weak. You're not even close near the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? In verse 7, Revelations chapter 18, verse 7, it says, "How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." Right? This place, which is really the elites that think that they're not going to see no pain, that their empire is not going to fall. All empires before this, they all fell. That's just the pride, that proud and prideful spirit of these nations, starting with Esau. Verse 8, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, in death, in mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai power, who judgeth her." Come on, man. How strong is the Lord, man? She's going to be burned with fire. How great that sight will be. Lord willing, we are of that hopeful number. Continue to desire to be of that number, and do not stop pressing towards the mark, or that is your behind. With that, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect in the same spirit, teaching his word and believe in his word. Lord willing, you can continue to endure, be sincere. Shalom to the Akwat Yom, believers of his faith and his truth. Continue to pursue your lot, being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not of faith. With that, Shalom.